Welcome to Zealots. Forrest.
Major.
And I'm Robbie.
Matt.
And I'm Tip.
Tip's here too.
Full house.
So sadly, no Invincible this week. We're all lamenting over that fact, but Amazon did produce a few juicy nuggets for us this week in the form of trailers for The Boys season 4 and Fallout, and there's some other trailers out because when I was watching the Fallout trailer, everyone in the comments was just like, "This looks so much better than Halo," and then Paramount Plus was like, "Hey, guess what? We're releasing a new season of," and they released the Halo trailer the day of. So, but it does look better than season 1. I mean, it could be as bad.
I'll react to it live because
we're gonna watch these trailers live, and then we're gonna talk about the killers. What's up?
What's the reaction to the Fallout trailer, aka what's the fallout?
No, to the.
It's very positive.
I was waiting for that.
It's very positive. I think it's very positive. I think people are very optimistic about Fallout. They're ready to fall. They're ready to fall into Fallout. They're ready to fall into Fallout.
Excellent. I like the idea of Fallout. In that I wish it was set in the United States though. Wouldn't that be crazy? Or like Europe.
It is.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah. Tip, I thought you would be like a Fallout fan because it came out like around the same time as Diablo, and that was sort of.
Well, I never. I at the time I don't think I had like the graphics card or something.
Oh, okay. I assumed it was like a PC game, and like Fallout 3 was released, and that sort of like made the game mainstream, or it revitalized it. But yeah, we can watch Halo first. That's what you want to do, Major.
Yeah.
And we can all react.
Are we watching together?
We're watching together. We have the power with Discord.
Yeah.
And the Holy Spirit.
On my screen.
The power of grayscale.
YouTube is loading.
The power of grayscale. Is that from Game of Thrones?
That and probably Bitcoin finance.
Okay, because I thought you were like referencing He-Man, the power of Grayskull, but you're like, why the power
of
Grayskull?
Grayscale? Yeah, I think it's power of Grayskull plus like Grayscale Bitcoin.
Dude, the dang Discord coders are genius.
Dude, look how good this
looks.
What was that? Who's hitting play and pause? Yeah,
I just bought these. I just bought these new little pruners. Dude, I'm so excited.
Sure it's all working.
Is everyone ready?
Yeah. Do we have to press anything, or we just let you?
No, we're just gonna watch it.
No, I was just making sure you guys are ready.
Yep, I'm ready. Go ahead. Make it so.
Is that Sarge?
Make it Halo.
See it?
Kelly?
No, I can't. I can't see anything.
It's on Discord.
Yeah, I'm on Discord. Do I just need to click watch stream?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool, yeah.
Okay.
Dude, someone put some money in the CGI budget.
Blink.
No blink.
Sky beams.
Must be Michael Fassbender.
This is a secret.
Is it playing?
Yeah, hit watch stream.
Oh, we're like halfway through it.
Expand video. Oh, you guys suck.
What does this have to do with season 1? This doesn't look like. Oh,
watch stream.
Yes, hit watch stream.
Don't worry, there's multiple trailers we gotta go through.
Master Cheeks. You can see both of his cheeks.
Oh.
Ripping off the scenes of Batman. It's the Expanse. Is that the Arbiter? Another MacGuffin. Is that Cortana? She looks completely different.
Does this look good? I'm not sure.
Here's Halo.
God's cock ring.
Streaming February 8th. Is that the?
Wow.
Is that after the Super Bowl? Are they trying to do a post Super Bowl?
That'd be smart.
But,
yeah.
Guys,
I'm sure Fox is probably gonna premiere like a new cartoon.
We all grew up playing Halo. We're all avid Halo fans. But that did not look good. I was even a Halo season 1 sympathizer.
A lot of just like, look at this cool thing clips, but
nothing really story related. I'm sure there's gonna be a trailer, but are they actually gonna be on Halo this season? Because I mean, you don't think so? They're gonna they gotta do the Fall of Reach, right?
Well, they did Halo. Like at the end of season 1, they
just showed it.
They had seen the Halo. Hold on, where's the rest of the?
I can see all the tips.
I don't know if this is.
I don't know how to do this.
Well, Tip, make the camera face you.
Are you guys ready for the boy? All right, so Matt, what do you think? Are you looking forward to Zealots making fun of Halo Season 2? Because that was bad. If that's the best that they could cut together, that does not look good.
If you go back to when we were critiquing Season 1, I refused to watch any of it because it looked that bad. And if your guys are saying it's even worse, then no, just no.
Yeah, I mean, there were episodes of Halo Season 1 I actually liked, and moments I enjoyed when they were actually trying to adapt video game. But I'm just really hoping the writers took the time to read the bad feedback, and hopefully they're going to course correct. But
maybe play the video games. Remember, isn't that? Am I remembering this correctly? Were the Halo writers not familiar with playing the Halo video game? Is that correct?
Either that or like every other adaptation ever made in the past 5 years. They just didn't read the source material. But
maybe I'm thinking of Secret Invasion.
No. Just to interject really quick, I was actually reading something recently about Wheel of Time on Amazon. How during the first season they actually had Brandon Sanderson in the writers' room to be, kind of like an advocate for the books and everything, and he left halfway through the season apparently because they weren't listening to him at all.
Yeah.
And so apparently Season 2, which I have yet to watch, they completely do not follow the books at all.
Nope.
But the season's good. But Brandon Sanderson wasn't even invited back. He just refused to come back, and I thought that was interesting reading that. They ignored him during Season 1 and then just
that happened with Rings of Power.
The Witcher.
Well, with The Witcher, but that's Netflix. But sticking with Amazon for a second, that happened with Rings of Power. The Lord of the Rings fan, which is possibly the most guarded, self-protected, most toxic fan base, whatever you want to call it,
Star Wars.
on the planet. No, I think maybe Lord of the Rings might be worse than Star Wars. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Because they're older?
Because they're older, and it's elves versus high fantasy. It's like
the old school Star Wars fans, but their dads. They're like Tolkien.
Yeah, it's their dads.
Legendarium fans. It's like their dads plus their kids and plus their all their descendants. So it's like a much older franchise. So maybe it is more toxic.
Tolkien walked so Obi-Wan Kenobi could run, sprinting down the hallway of Episode 1, Phantom Menace. One time did the Jedi use speed run in the entire 9-movie franchise. What a waste. But with Rings of Power, one of the reasons why it got the fan base support in the beginning was because it hired, they had on their team one of the most prolific Tolkien scholars on the internet. So a lot of the Tolkien fans loved this guy. This guy was going to be part of the project. So the fans felt like it was in good hands. And then this guy literally left halfway through pre-production. That's how bad it was. They weren't following any of this. And then we saw the piece of shit Rings of Power Season 1 we got. So this would not be the first time Amazon has gotten rid of basically the smartest person in the room, I guess you could say. And then what were you saying? Netflix did that too, Forrest?
Well, no, it's just they didn't follow the books, which is why Henry Cavill left. The writers were notoriously making fun of the books or just shitting on the books. And obviously, if you're going to adapt the source material, maybe respect it.
Probably.
But how about we do The Boys last because they're the best for last. Although I think I like the Fallout trailer more, but we do Furiosa, I guess.
Let's watch Furiosa then.
And
from the
then
mastermind.
Fallout, then The Boys. And I feel like one of their trailer I'm forgetting. They just released a shit ton of trailers yesterday. So
who knew BrazilCon was so big? I mean, probably us last year. I'm sure I said the last comment last year and the last year before and on the podcast.
Yeah. So, all right, Furiosa. Let's do it.
And the Taylor-Joy.
I got the joy down
in my heart.
Speaking of exposition, a young Furiosa is taken from her.
Ooh, it's working for me.
She will devote the rest of her life to finding her way home.
Watch.
Yeah, you just have to click the one. And this is the prequel.
I knew that. Well, it just didn't work the last time because I wasn't in on time or something.
So Anna Taylor-Joy's Furiosa character is the Charlize Theron's character from Mad Max Fury Road, right? And that's Chris Hemsworth.
That's scary.
That's Chris Hemsworth, if you believe it or not. What a nose.
It?
Yeah, what a prosthetic.
Wait, I'm behind.
Are you behind?
I'm sorry, this is her Odyssey?
Yeah, this is her Odyssey.
No, yeah, that's what I see.
Oh, no, I'm at 113.
Okay, now I see Chris Hemsworth.
Oh, stop. What the hell?
Where are you guys at?
Anya Taylor-Joy.
Lady and gentlemen.
All right, that's where we're at. Anya Taylor-Joy. Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, I'm wondering if the nose is going to get any blowback, because I know Bradley Cooper. Oh, there's a Morton Joe.
Good shot of the nose. Is that what you're talking about?
Pulls out of the dust hairs perfect.
I'll pause for a second so you guys can catch up.
Dune buggy. Here we go, dude. I love dune buggy scenes.
I know. So good. That's like Oil City or whatever.
Look, this whole thing was shot in a studio with the green screen.
It certainly looks like in that scene.
One guy didn't have that blade spinning.
I wish they made more seatbelt jokes in Mad Max, but I'm not the writer.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, that arm.
Right, so that's supposed to be like Charlize Theron's character. So that looks good.
You have it in you. That arm.
I think the problem is like everyone's like hyping up Mad Max. Was like, this is so amazing. Here, pause here. This is so amazing. And like I just watched it at home. Like I've got a home theater system and a 65-inch and whatnot. But it's probably not the same as like watching it on like an IMAX and like seeing like that chasing take place. And I don't know. I'll probably see this in theaters because it seems
scene
to be epic enough too.
Well, that scene where like she's just like going underneath the I guess the oil tanker or whatever, that's like right from like Mad Max 2. So that imagery, it seems very familiar to me. So I think they're recycling, not recycling, but like paying homage to like the better Mad Max, the classic scenes of Mad Max. But yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm wondering if there's any blowback over the nose, because I know Bradley Cooper was in that Leonard Bernstein biopic about the composer Leonard Bernstein, and he has like a fake nose, and I think like some of the Jewish community was upset.
Why?
Because they thought that he was like in Jew face with a nose.
God.
So I'm wondering if like there's gonna be some blowback, but I'm guessing
not
like
for that.
was like the character's not Jewish, so it's not meant to be that way.
There's no Judaism in Mad Max. Yeah, we're just trying to make him less attractive in this post-apocalyptic era.
Yeah, so looks interesting. It seems like we have a young Immortan Joe, so we're gonna see how he sort of became Furiosa's boss, or one of his wives.
The evolutionary advantage of a larger nose is larger access to your olfactories. So in a survival setting,
you can smell it. Right?
Yeah, well, for breeding ratio too, you can smell more pheromones, pick up mates from further distances.
Is that
Matt,
how you
think?
came
What did you
first
think of Furiosa?
in the state and cross country? Was your old nozzle there, Tippers? Is that what you're saying?
Look, I mean, you just got to follow your nose.
You got to follow your nose. As long as it stays in front of you, just keep one step.
Yeah. What did Matt think?
I will say this. This is a movie no one asked for. This trailer piques my interest just enough where I probably will watch it. Unfortunately, so
that's a great comment. Unfortunately, I'm gonna watch this fucking thing.
Yeah, I mean, I like Fury Road. I'll probably like this. I mean, like, I was not expecting Fury Road to be like, after I saw it, I was not expecting it like nominated for Best Picture, or like be hailed as like the best movie ever of the year, which I didn't agree with when it came out. But I mean, I enjoyed it. It was a competently made Mad Max movie, and I think people liked it more than Beyond Thunderdome, but still not The Road Warrior. So nowhere near as close as good.
I think the Rick and Morty episode making fun of Mad Max is better than the Mad Max movie itself.
Well,
I don't know. Tweet at me or X us at Zealots Podcast if you agree or disagree.
Oh, that was another thing. Have you guys watched some of the new episodes?
Of Rick and Morty? Yeah, we should talk about it. We should talk about it. Maybe next week we'll do a Rick and Morty breakdown.
I still haven't seen season 6 yet, when he was still working. No.
No, I haven't seen the last one yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm a little behind on it.
But yeah, I think all of season 4 of Miracle Workers, which was Daniel Radcliffe's show on TBS, was making fun of Mad Max. It was called like End Times, and then it was canceled. So hilarious that their last season was called End Times. But yeah, let's do Fallout now, or do we want to do The Voice first?
Let's do Fallout.
Okay, we'll do Fallout.
Jamie?
I know that I've lived a relatively comfortable life.
Playing Xbox, not PlayStation.
Okay, I'm watching stream. Okay, I'm ready.
Jonathan Nolan.
See your head.
Oh, am I ahead?
Yeah.
Son of Christopher Nolan.
Maybe.
How are you ahead of something that I haven't even seen yet?
I am.
The vault's closing right now.
Yeah.
Let me know when she walks outside.
Yeah, she's outside.
Yeah, she's outside.
Right, we see Jonathan Nolan
from the director.
All right.
Oh.
Now we're in play.
Thank you.
That was a big
Giant
bug.
roach. Yeah.
Dear Lord, what was that? South Carolina?
They must be in Florida. No.
Hey, I was gonna make a Florida joke. Shots fired.
Ron Howard's son.
Oh, is this the sequel to Lost?
Apparently.
Oh,
yeah,
it's that
he's
guy.
in the vault.
It's got Ben Linus.
You got Ben Linus and talk about a vault underground. Yeah, it's a Lost. And
another establishment needs your help.
Ooh. Clone Wars.
Yeah, the 50s music.
Yeah, what is this?
Well, it's really Fallout's really into 50s nostalgia and culture.
Yeah, and I like the Fallout.
Oh, what are these
I've never
PlayStation 2 graphics?
Haven't played any of them.
No, but I think Fallout 3 is the one that like everyone talks about.
Are you sure it's Fallout 3? I thought it was Fallout 4 that everyone loved.
Well, I think Fallout 3 like sort of like revitalized the franchise. Yeah.
Oh yeah. No one's played Fallout 1 or Fallout 2.
That guy's the voice of Diesel.
So Fallout is one of those games that is always on my list, but will always remain on my list of games to play.
Yeah.
I know, dude. It's like almost too immersively real.
So I'm guessing, yeah, there's mutants in this.
That's not that real.
This looks like it would be better as a
like
series
fingers, wow.
than
a
movie.
So like before when he still has his nose, it's a cool shot. Maybe don't ride towards the bombs.
Yeah, why are you running towards the radiation?
I'll say this: Hollywood's really good at doing fake mushroom clouds. Those look real.
Jeez, I mean they've had
Listen, so
April, all right. So April, Halo in February, and when's Furiosa coming out this year or next year?
I remember next year. Let's say. I'll correct it if it's not up here on the screen. Guys.
Yeah.
Are superhero movies dead? And is this
the
dawn? Is this the age of
the age of
video game movies?
The dawn of the video game has begun.
Go from comics to
go
ahead.
We had The Last of Us, so I think this is the next market that's going to get oversaturated.
Wait, are they going to do Diablo
superheroes which video games? It's going to be it's going to be oversaturated, but at least like even though if most of it's going to be like mediocre, some are going to be like really good. So I mean, I guess that's like the cost of oversaturation.
So this goes back to the argument I always make too, is that we never have original thoughts. We go to an IP that's already successful, and we're like, we can't think of anything.
Out of it.
So let's make something out of this, and that's kind of the frustration with Hollywood right now. Is we're seeing this?
Yeah.
Oh, superheroes aren't working. Video games. Let's go to video games.
I have one counterpoint to that.
They haven't made an actual movie or TV show.
Well, so with like the IP that is successful with certain things, say comic books and video games, is tested. It has a market, it has a fan base, and so they're like, part of them is like they have to make money to sustain their what they're doing.
It's a business.
So going out on a limb and creating totally new content is going to be, by the numbers, and they do that percentage wise. Hollywood does create, a certain amount of like independent films, but by and large, you also have to create stuff that is going to sell and is definitely going to make the industry go. I mean, like just with any industry, you got to have your boom.
Unless you're Disney.
Two quick points. One is currently what A24 is doing. That studio is willing to drop money on, scripts that get thrown to the wayside. And I love what A24 is doing. They have some horrible, horrible films. Look at The Ghost. And nobody talks about it. But then they have
Goat?
Everything Everywhere. The Ghost.
Oh, The Ghost. Okay.
Yeah. Everything Everywhere All at Once is amazing. So you have A24 that's doing this, and they're, succeeding. Two is, as a child of the 90s, you would have the one big blockbuster movie of the summer, which would fund all the other stuff. But even that blockbuster
Jurassic Park
was its own movie. Like, look at Deep Impact and Armageddon.
Right.
That funds all these lesser
principle.
ones. These studios would have the same ideas, but they weren't previous IP. You know what I mean? They would have original ideas, but they would have that summer movie that was dumb and stupid.
Right.
That made hundreds of millions of dollars. Men in Black would fund other,
that was based
movies.
On a comic, although the comics would be different, I think, because the movie's just about aliens, and the comics just like anything supernatural. It's like the X-Files.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much all good movies are based on books, novels, series written by a good author, and then somebody adapts it into a screenplay or. Most things are adaptations.
Well, but you'd have that one that was based off a comic book, like Batman every year. Pretty much every 2 years, you'd have a new Batman movie, and that would make enough money to fund the studio to do Contact, which is an awesome movie. So I feel like the issue is we're like too heavily invested. It's fine if you do like one or two things.
Right.
And just like Disney right now. Disney's like live adaptation of a movie that was successful in the 90s. Live adaptation of a movie that was successful in the 90s. And that's the problem. It's fine to use it every now and then.
They're doing it over and over. Over and over.
There's no original.
I mean, they're doing Moana. They're doing a live action Moana.
I can argue with that. Yeah.
Right. So dude, I can't express in 1999 when The Matrix came out.
Yeah.
And my friends went to see it day one. And I'm like, don't ruin it for me. They're like, no, we will not ruin it for you because you have to experience The Matrix. Yeah. And being in school going like, oh, man, this must be a thing. And going to see it in the movie theaters and being like, oh, man, this blew my mind.
Yeah.
I don't have that anymore.
The Matrix was mind-blowing, dude.
Wait, I'm sorry.
I thought Inception
I don't have that anymore. Inception's another one, yep.
Yeah.
But we don't have that anymore.
Like, although it is like somewhat inspired by The Matrix. I mean,
Leonardo DiCaprio only takes like really epic scripts, dude. He's like a script.
Yeah, I need to see Killers.
He only does good.
Or does he turn the scripts epic?
And
yeah, but I mean, good writing.
Good writing.
And it's funny because we're about ready to watch the Boys trailer, and I love the Boys. But the thing is like, I love it, and they're doing it right. But I just feel like everything, Fallout, previous IP, Furiosa, we're redoing stuff from the 80s.
No, that's what I was going to ask.
Okay, I can.
Halo, everything we're
on
watching
the video game
tonight,
wagon. But at least it's a different.
Everything we watch tonight, literally.
The superhero genre is dead, but at least the video games have good storytelling in them.
Guys,
we
were all 15. I know because I've been with all you fuckers since you were 15, and we all said, "I wish there was a Halo movie." Right? I wish Superman had more tits and was more graphic and bloody. Right? We all said, I wish we had more video game adaptations. And then look at you, motherfuckers! It's 2023. We got our Halo. We got our video game adaptations. We got our gory ass Superman.
A very bad Halo.
And you bitches are complaining. You fuckers, you ungrateful motherfuckers are complaining. No. 30 years ago, we had Pong. We had Pong, guys.
this goes back to my argument, though. It's one thing where it's every now and then, like one previous IP that we use to fund something else.
Right.
Literally, all 4 trailers we are watching are unoriginal. That's the issue that I have. I do want to see The Boys. I do want to see it adapted, but I want to see.
I got you.
I love it. I love Invincible, but I want to see something else. I want to see something I've never read before or seen before. I want something new.
Well, that's not very good
what happens
SEO
is we start, especially with like Invincible, we start nerding off. I push my glasses up my nose, and I'm like, well, you see, in comic book 32, he actually doesn't do this, and General Zod does this. I want to see something new and original.
Growing up, like everything, like all the movies from Pixar were just one after another, just unique.
Banger after banger. You're right.
Toy Story, dude.
Great. And now you've got.
I've always been a huge fan of Toy Story.
Or even DreamWorks. Or even DreamWorks, like in the 90s and early aughts.
DreamWorks, Monsters, Inc. Remember Monsters, Inc.?
Well, apparently Shrek is based off a children's book. I had no idea. But yeah, I mean,
Shrek is a mix of so much stuff, but I find that
Shrek
hilarious.
is very much its own thing, but it was originally like a children's book, and you watch that movie now, it's like, this is not for children, or it is. But there's so many.
Throw a lot of little jokes.
It's Austin Powers for kids. It's an anime. It's Austin Powers for kids.
That's a good way of looking at it.
It really is.
But let's all agree, like in terms of video game adaptations, The Last of Us is really the only acclaimed one, I think, at this point.
No,
like,
that was a great show.
Dungeons and Dragons. Dungeons and Dragons was really good.
Which one?
The movie.
That's based on a board game, though.
Oh yeah, that was.
There is a video game called Dungeons and Dragons that came out for the original Xbox.
The franchise is originally a tabletop game. Last of Us is originally a video game.
All right. Well, how about Sonic? We haven't watched it. We haven't reviewed it, but it was critically acclaimed among parents.
As a dad, it's horrible.
You didn't like it? I've heard other dads love Sonic.
The Last of Us is like as acclaimed as Game of Thrones, at this point. But that's because it was a direct adaptation. Really?
Imagine if they didn't change Sonic.
Yeah, but I think
God, it's so gross.
Fallout isn't going to adapt any of the video games directly. It's going to be its own story. So that's where I'm a little worried, because maybe they should just do a straight up adaptation of the first game. Because that didn't work for The Last of Us. That's what they should do for Metal Gear Solid. That's what they should do for Halo. Or really just do adaptations of the books, the Halo books.
Books.
Season 2 should just be... Season 2 should literally just be... Yeah, just the Fall of Reach.
They do a really
what if they just did a better version of Red vs. Blue?
Oh my god, a comedy series of Red vs. Blue.
Yeah,
remade.
Yeah, next year is going to be the summer of Power Armor, because we got Fallout and Halo. So a lot of Power Armor going around. So, but yeah, let's watch The Boys now. So this is the last trailer of the day, because there's probably 5 other trailers that came out that...
Oh, probably Doom 2 or something. Yeah, I just wanted to highlight Matt's talking about how mad that Hollywood is that they can't come up with anything original. But we're in love with The Boys, which is Hollywood not being original at all, right? It's a pissed off comic writer who was pissed off with the genre.
Well, and they also get into Hollywood just...
It's so meta. The critiques are so meta. How they try to just...
Yeah, they have everything calculated of who's going to like what and things you need to do right.
Mm-hmm.
And, hiding everything. Oh, they're so corrupt behind the scenes seeing all that.
Well, let's enjoy.
So I would, before we start this, watching this trailer, I pose this question to you. Has The Boys, with this trailer, become what it mocks?
All right, let's watch and find out.
Just content?
Has The Boys become what it mocks? Let's watch and find out.
Content.
Robbie, why don't you hit play? See if you can hit play this time.
I did hit play. You're not watching it?
No, I guess we can all just watch it separately.
I see Butcher.
Are you watching my stream, or are you just trying to time your own stream?
I'm watching major stream, so get the watch stream.
Oh, major streaming? This is my stream.
Oh, now watching Robbie's stream. Everyone go to Robbie's stream. I didn't know.
You haven't? I didn't know you had a stream.
I'm watching Major P. That's weird.
Yeah, just go to Major Stream, because
go to my stream.
Oh wait, no, I'm in your stream, Robbie. But
things we should have tested before the podcast.
Hey guys, thanks. Don't forget to like and subscribe for this Amateur
All right,
hour.
so should I be watching?
Yeah,
no, I'm watching Ruby's right now, so just stay on Ruby's.
Oh well, mine's still paused.
Yeah.
We'll go ahead and play.
Well, we are way past that. We are 45 seconds.
Victoria Newman. Newman.
All right, now I'm watching.
Play.
See, this whole time I thought I was just putting up these trailers. I didn't know you had one.
Yeah, all right. So
I was wondering why you were talking about stuff at different times, and you guys were talking about syncing.
LOL.
So let's just
watching different trailers. So which one are we watching?
Watch mine. Watch The Boys. Let's just restart.
Robbie, you know
go
what
back
helped
to the
me?
beginning.
Go
back to the beginning.
I quit out and then I just rejoined. Yeah, I just totally rejoined.
Okay, now I can see it, Major. Go ahead. All right, I had to join activity.
I just turned mine off.
All right, got it.
Yours didn't say watch stream. It said join activity.
Yeah.
The activity is watching the stream. I'm just kidding.
Greece.
Here we go. Butcher.
All democracies
Newman.
fail.
Newman.
Because people are fucking stupid.
Who's narrating right now? Newman?
No, her. Sky Girl.
But if you
Bright Power.
Starlight.
Who builds your monuments?
Oh, actually, I don't know who is narrating. Definitely not Starlight.
Mother's Milk looks thinner.
I think that was a jackass, the other guy.
Tear it apart themselves.
The head popper lady?
No, the guy who's in love with the girl who can't speak. The French guy. Frenchie.
No, Mother's Milk was next to Butcher. He seemed a lot thinner.
Oh, was that Mother's Milk? I thought it was a buff-ass Frenchie.
Okay, I guess she was narrating.
Oh.
Hold on, let's go back. I forgot where you just did.
There he is, yeah. He looks a lot thinner.
Yeah, he definitely does.
That's a different character. That's a different body type.
That's Mother's Milk.
That's not Mother's Milk. That can't be.
That can't be Mother's Milk.
That can't be. That's a totally different guy. I'm gonna look this up because that's not the same actor.
Yeah, Mother's Milk on Ozempic.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
This.
Ozempic? Did you say
Yeah, I said Ozempic.
No, you cannot plug a damn pharmaceutical on the podcast.
I'm not plugging it. I'm making fun of it.
They're at TruthCon, apparently.
Oh, so since this is an activity, all of us can control the video.
There you go.
Oh, someone hit play.
The people will tear it apart themselves. You just gotta nudge them a little. Then you get to swoop in. Be the one saving it.
Just over there smiling.
Yeah, the Starlight side's like, peace, choose peace.
I think I mentioned this before. I didn't realize as a kid watching Major League that Omar Epps was in Major League 2 and Wesley Snipes was the same character in Major League 1. And it wasn't until I was an adult that I saw that, and I'm really embarrassed by that. So I'm definitely going to look into this. Has to be a different actor.
Has to be. We'll see.
The Boys.
We'll throw it up on the screen.
That shit.
Ooh, Garth Ennis now could be happy.
Who came up with that shit?
Like Garth Ennis behind me.
Ooh.
Me. There has to be a blood-splattered Homelander every season.
I mean, I don't know how you can have a season without a blood-splattered Homelander.
Yeah, because he just splatters everyone. His role is the splatterer of people.
Yeah. I think it's going to be great, but I mean, the trailer was just it was a teaser, so
you can leave the activity if you want to.
So
I feel a little teased.
Those were all the trailers. Guys,
we did not see a lot of people. Like that's the thing with the trailer. That's the first thing I noticed was there's a lot of people like that we did not see.
How'd you set up this Discord YouTube thing with a little playlist?
You not see? We did not see.
We did not see that. I'll tell you afterwards, Robbie.
We also saw Black Noir. Did y'all see Black Noir? There's a new Black Noir.
Yeah, maybe he's not dead, or maybe he's a new character. Because
or maybe he's like the comics where it's actually Homelander, his clone.
Oh, you think they replaced Black Noir, who was actually black, with Black Noir, who's the Homelander clone now? Is that what you're saying?
Possibly. Or maybe it's Black Noir's clone. So there was like some other girl who's like just joined the Seven.
Yeah.
I didn't see her name. It was like Bulletproof or something.
Something like that.
Or Bullet Lady. But yeah, I guess she's replacing Maeve.
So no spoilers, but I did read online. One, the new superheroes are going to be absolutely fucking wild. That's what we were promised as fans. And then two, something about Homelander is going to be on trial for killing that person last season, and it's an allegory for Trump. So
Ooh.
So that's the thing I wanted to mention too.
Get ready for that.
The writers, they had an interview recently where they're asked about the allegory with Trump and everything, and they're like, no, it's 100%. We're trying to adapt the comic book to what's currently going on in the situation in America, and I love it.
Yeah. So we'll see. I just know that I think they got 5 seasons are planned. So, but we'll see. Also, did y'all notice Butcher's thing in his brain is moving around? I wonder if that's the compound V that's causing him to
I imagine so.
Go insane.
Or maybe the head popper is about to pop his brain or something like that. So I don't know. It's interesting. Do you think any of the Gen V characters are gonna make cameos?
Yeah,
probably.
Isn't Marie?
That's why I said what was missing was that there was hey, where's? Because we saw some people in Gen V, there was some overlap. That's what I was alluding to. Is maybe there's they intentionally left people out because that whole trailer to me was very very mysterious. Very mysterious. We have
very
no
teasing.
idea what the heck is coming. Yeah.
It was titillating.
It was good. It was a good trailer.
So much better than all the trailers that give you the entire plot or the entire movie.
Yeah, they give you some awesome little things.
And it's here's the best of the movie. We're going to show it to you for free.
Whoever put that one together
Here's this
really.
part that would be hilarious when you first watch it.
You would love this in theaters.
Speaking of movies and brilliant segues, who all saw that Killer movie on Netflix? Pretty good, right?
I saw it.
I did. Hey, good recommendation. Oh man, what the heck? Yeah.
I'm very shocked that it has a 6.8 on IMDb.
I'm not. I watched this movie.
Wow, why?
I thought this was a direct retaliation from Matt, because Matt recommended. Matt was like, "Killers are so great." You guys should watch. I thought this was
shit we made him watch.
Yeah, from Eternals, making him watch through, sing through Eternals and shit like that. And I'm watching this, and it's so slow. We'll get into
20 minutes.
Dude,
so it's a slow burn. It's a slow burn, but that's the whole point of it.
That's why I was talking to my wife about this. We'll get this. I talked to my wife quite a bit, anecdotally, right? And I told her it had the slow burn of a psychological thriller, but it wasn't psychological and it wasn't thrilling. It was just slow.
It's a very simplistic movie, but it's I think it's very satisfying. It's not it's not David Fincher's best movie, but it's definitely it's a nice satisfying little treat to watch on Netflix.
So this movie reminds me a lot of one of my favorite movies, Ronin, and it's the same kind of storytelling, slow burn, and in reality, when you're done with the movie, it's how much really did happen? But it's basically the same setup as Ronin in the 90s, which I highly suggest people
with
watch.
Robert De Niro.
Yep. So it's about a man escaping a situation that he got involved. I just loved it. I don't know.
Ronin is a way better movie than this, I will say. But
so,
I think 100%.
But it definitely reminded me of Ronin. You have to if you've watched Ronin, this is definitely you watch again. It's very similar.
I'll tell you this. My wife was sleeping on the couch while I was watching this, and then 3/4 of the way over, she rolled over, asked me how it was, and I said it was slow and boring and okay, and she said it sounded like it was 90% Michael Fassbender talking and shit breaking, and I was that's actually that's a perfect way to describe this movie. Michael Fassbender talking and shit breaking.
Well, here's the thing. How much does his character talk versus how much does his character narrate? One thing.
Versus
is awesome.
How much does his character blink?
And character never blinks. So his character very rarely actually talks in the movie. But the whole thing is about the character development of, the killer about how he slowly starts breaking his rules and more chaos happens because of it. Because the whole time he has this mantra, I don't do this, I don't do this.
Mm-hmm.
And he slowly starts to break these rules, and you see the consequences of it. Like when he takes the shot, his heart rate is above what it should be, and it fails. He starts showing empathy with the lady he kills by kicking her down the stairs because she says, make it quick and make it look like it was an accident. Like, he starts breaking his own rules, and more chaos comes into his life because of it.
But he doesn't find, for the audience, a satisfactory self-destruction from breaking his own rules. He's able to recover completely. Like, yes, he breaks his own rules by showing empathy with the woman who wanted to die and not disappear so her kid could have life insurance, but he still killed the bitch, right? Whereas, like, for comparison, there's like a part where he's like breaking into like this junkyard or whatever. There's a dog he has to get rid of, basically. And so he feeds the dog like meat with like ZQL and Benadryl in it. And it
doesn't last very long. The dog
does not. Yeah, he guesses the weight of the dog wrong completely, which is why the dog wakes up so quickly. But here's my thing. Exactly. But you are a cold, heartless killer, killing people left and right, breaking bitches' necks and throwing them downstairs and making them look like an accident. But you're not shooting the dog. Like, that seemed like a very weird moment for me. That just seemed like it was.
You shoot the dog. You shoot the dog. You give away your like.
He shot the human. He shot the human. Shoot again.
Yeah, but then you don't get to sneak up on the human if you shoot the dog.
Yeah.
No. I'm talking about when the dog was chasing him. He killed the owner. The dog heard it, came over, sniffed the dead body, and started chasing him. Yeah. Turn around, kill the dog.
Dude, if you try and shoot the dog, dude, you could miss, and then suddenly that dog's on you. You're fucked. You know what I mean? Like you're running. Fuck that, dude.
You're running back. You're running from a dog. Facing forward, the dog will just bite you from behind. It's so much better.
Have you ever been chased by a damn dog?
I have. Crazy. I have been chased by a damn dog. And I tell you what, if I had a gun, I'd turn around and shoot it. It would be way better than me running for my literal life.
You're missing the point. That shows he has more empathy for a dog than a human being. That shows you how his character is thinking. He doesn't want to shoot the dog.
Yeah.
Because it's sweet and innocent, but he literally just murdered somebody.
That is
save the cat. Save the cat.
That's actually my entire
the whole
point.
not blinking thing. The whole not blinking thing. That it shows his lack of humanity and what he can connect to, and how he's just totally not connected to reality.
No, that's actually my exact point. Is that he's so heartless and shows a lack of humanity for killing humans, and then shows such empathy and humanity for this dog, and he doesn't kill it. Like, that's my exact point. Like,
but he it's just weird. But like the end of the movie too, how he just lays back and is fine with everything after he just went through the whole movie killing people.
Fucking dumb.
He
dude.
just
dumb.
Finally.
The motivation
for
this?
You're dumb.
Yeah, I am dumb. I am a dumb person. No, the motivation for this? Horse shit, right? Your girlfriend's not even fucking dead. She's just in the hospital. She's gonna recover. Dude, this is...
She was brutalized.
This is a... And he doesn't even say I love you when she leaves. Like, when he leaves, he doesn't say I love you. Like say I love you so I know you give a fuck about this horse.
That goes to his character, his lack of humanity.
Exactly. He doesn't
say I love you. Right? Like, that's the whole point. That's the whole point.
So don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me because I can't relate to a sociopathic character. I'm sorry, that's not what you should make your movie about. The audience needs to relate to the story, the character, or the plot. That's the whole point of the movie.
Is you can't relate to him. You can't. That's why it's such a great movie. Is you can't relate to the main character.
The man spent 20 minutes at the beginning of the movie. The man spent 20 minutes monologuing and bragging about how he was the world's greatest fucking hitman, and then he killed the prostitute on accident. Doesn't even get a shot in. I can relate
because he doesn't follow his rules. He doesn't follow his rules.
Exactly. Very relatable. I can relate to that.
Yeah, but I thought my favorite scene was definitely the fight scene with the brute. That was like probably like, most it was like Jason Bourne to me.
What are our favorite scenes, everyone?
Definitely the fight scene in the beach house, or it wasn't a beach house. It was like just a flood safe house that was on stilts or whatever. But yeah, the actor who was playing the Brute was actually the same guy who played Sauron.
Oh,
the Rings. Yeah, he's like
get the guy out of here.
Sauron. Yeah,
that's another Easter egg.
Mm-hmm.
Another Easter egg. Every character, every name he uses is a character in a TV show from the 60s, 70s, or 80s.
Oh,
I recognized Sam Malone from Cheers and George Jefferson, but I had to go back and look up the rest. Apparently, Felix Unger is The Odd Couple. Archie Bunker, I didn't recognize because Archibald Bunker, but that's All in the Family. And then
Straight to the Moon.
Honeymooners was there? Okay. Yeah,
it's,
I'm surprised George Costanza wasn't used, although I'm pretty sure the customs have been like, this is not a real name.
That's a bold strategy to put
Sam Malone you get away with. Maybe Felix Unger, because like I didn't even know
references
that was
on a streaming show.
But if he used like Cosmo Kramer or George Costanza, they would have known that was a fake name.
That's from the 90s.
I'm Cosmo Kramer. I'd be like, where's
but like everyone, I'm pretty sure anyone who works in customs now would know that those are characters from Seinfeld. Most people, maybe not like some fresh 21-year-old TSA agent, but I'm pretty sure most people know those are fake names.
I actually thought
Elaine Bennis.
The best scene of the movie was when he broke into the billionaire's penthouse and that billionaire was like begging for his life, and like I thought that was like the first real bit of emoting. I wouldn't say acting, because Michael Fassbender, I love Michael Fassbender, and he's been acting this whole movie, right? But I felt like when he broke in and like that billionaire was like begging for his life, he's like, dude, trust me, it wasn't personal. I was just getting liability, blah blah blah. Like I thought that was the first emoting that we saw on Netflix or on this movie.
Were y'all surprised he didn't kill the billionaire? Or were y'all disappointed?
I was surprised, not disappointed, but I was surprised. But again, to Matt's point, there was a definite arc you could see of the killer trying to gain some humanity. I just felt like it was like poorly done.
It was a pretty underwhelming movie. I mean, underwhelming ending, but it was kind of just like, okay, they didn't want to like give us I think like we were all expecting like a big shootout scene like in John Wick where he's trying he's killing like 50 guys just to get the billionaire, and then he just goes to his apartment and just talks to him for like 5 minutes. Just like it was like the exact opposite of John Wick, it seemed, or Jason Bourne. Like no.
One of the weaker parts, one of my least favorite scenes is, I love her to death, Tilda Swinton. When they're having that conversation and just like trying to like it's like show don't tell, and I felt like that scene told too much.
I actually liked that one more than the one with Claiborne. I thought that was more interesting because she's just like I could scream, but I'd still be dead and you would probably get away.
Right.
So I'm just gonna enjoy my last meal. So and like
can you order a flight of whiskey? Yeah, and dude, what a boss. What a fucking boss. And like, so this is my counterpoint to Matt's argument, right? Is that we don't see this arc, this steady progression, this y equals x curve or x squared if we're doing an arc here or whatever, a story arc, not a mathematical arc, right? Where he loses his humanity, or he gains his humanity by breaking his rules. But there's but 3/4 in the middle of the movie, he follows his rules perfectly, killing Tilda Swinton when she like falls down, like feigns this ankle injury, and it saves his life. So like we see that he's still following the rules and it's still doing well for him. So like I don't know, like in the world of like writing, it's like you follow the rules and it doesn't work out for you, or you don't follow the rules and it works out for you, right? Like that's how you break away from your character narrative. But you are following your rules and it's working out for you. That's not character growth. That's just the person who walked in the door. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think it would have been better for the story and like more consistent with what you're saying about him breaking the rules if he actually had tried to help her up. And she like slashes him like one time, but doesn't kill him. Then he shoots her. But
let him be an idiot. Let him try to gain like I don't know. Maybe the girlfriend says something to him in the ER, and that breaks through his hard outer shell, and we start to see that humanity kind of poke out of him. Maybe that would be really cool. Maybe David Fincher wants to hire me for his next movie so I can fucking make it better and make it fucking worth watching. 2 hours of my life gone. Matt, touche. I'm sorry for the Eternals. Touche.
I love this movie. I really thought you would enjoy it, and I apologize. It's not like Wonder Woman 1984, where you knew it was bad and said, Matt watched it anyways.
We are
I legitimately thought you guys
terrible
would
people
enjoy
for
this, and I
1984.
apologize.
No,
but
you're
I'm
good.
seeing the reviews, and it really is hit or miss with people. Either people love it or they hate it.
So
I mean, I didn't love it or hate it. I thought it was like it was a fun little, thriller action thriller.
Fun.
Michael Fassbender, an actor I really like, and a director I really like, and the same writer from Seven, which is another probably my favorite David Fincher movie. Anyway, so
what's
know,
in the box?
It had like all the elements for like a fantastic movie, and it was just an okay movie. It was a solid movie that was good, but it wasn't like the level of Seven or Fight Club.
It won't be Ronin to me because the ending of it really kind of killed it for me, but I still have it up there.
Well, that was like a James Bond.
The ending of this movie?
Yeah, it was like a James Bond ending. Like, didn't James Bond sit down poolside with his girlfriend at the end of not Casino Royale, maybe Casino Royale?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, Casino Royale. She sucked on his pinky or whatever. Yeah.
But no, then she gets drowned in Vienna. But
well, no one cares about the sequels.
No, in that same movie because it's like after the bad guy's been killed, there's like another half-hour movie left. I think people just had such. Fincher's like one of those directors like Scorsese and Nolan and Tarantino where people have such high expectations when they release a movie, and like this movie was just okay, and that's why I think people were upset.
As a side note, what is the worst David Fincher movie? My vote would be Aliens 3.
I've never seen Alien 3 or The Game, but I really, really did not like Benjamin Button. It was way too fucking long.
No, The Game is an awesome movie.
Wait,
who's in The Game?
Wait, who's in The Game?
Michael Douglas.
No,
it's
that's
such a great movie that is so misunderstood.
I haven't seen it, but I haven't seen Panic Room either.
Can I share one? So this is the reason why people fucking stick around for the podcast. One of my goddamn favorite memories in all of life, and I've actually never shared this with anyone before, was watching The Game with Robbie at his house. We were maybe 12, 13 years old. We're talking fucking VHS, right? And we're upstairs.
Yep.
And his stepdad's like, "Have you guys ever seen The Game?" And I'm like, "Michael Douglas, who's this old fuck?" And he just puts it in for 2 hours. My mind's blown, dude. What a movie! That I will always,
watch it.
Especially the ending.
Yes,
especially
dude,
the
you
ending.
have to watch
Actually,
The Game.
I think I know how the ending ends, but
he's like, "I was gonna throw you off the roof if you didn't shoot yourself."
Oh, damn.
Well, I haven't seen Social Network either. I haven't seen any of David Fincher's movies.
Oh, so Social Network is really good. I didn't know he did. He did The Girl in the. Oh my god! All right. So
he did The Girl in the Dragon Tattoo. That was really good. I mean,
the soundtrack to Social Network alone is worth it.
Oh, Trent Reznor.
He
does all of the David Fincher movies.
Forrest.
Yeah.
The Social Network was written by Aaron Sorkin.
You
might really,
The West Wing.
The West Wing. You might really enjoy that.
He's like probably
prolific.
the best screenwriter.
He's one of the greatest screenwriters of all time. So
I really like.
There's Aliens 3. He did 7, The Game, Fight Club, Panic Room,
Fight Club.
Zodiac, Benjamin Button, Social Network, Dragon Tattoo, Gone Girl, Mank. And now
Gone
The
Girl's
Killer.
great.
So what happened here, dude? These are some of the greatest movies that white men have ever seen growing up in their teens
The
and
Killer
20s.
was not a bad movie.
It was not. It was
considered.
What's in the box?
It's a good movie. It's a good movie. I think Mank was really good. Mank was like what people expect from David Fincher, just like a longer, more intricate, complex sort of plot.
If I'm gonna be honest, I think Rule 1 of Fight Club might be not talking about the killer.
Crickets. Send in the crickets. Send in the crickets.
That's fine.
This is based off a comic book series, so I'm really interested to check out the comic now. I think it's on Comixology because obviously this movie is going to give it more exposure. But I really like, because people who don't know, French comics are called bande dessinée, which is just French for drawn strips. And there's like an entire industry in France and Belgium of French comics, and they sell like way better than they do in America.
That's where the Matrix came from, right?
And so, I mean, pretty much all Cyberpunk is based off of a Mobius comic called Blade Runner is basically based off like this Mobius comic called The Long Shift or whatever. It's like a taxi driver in the future, but bone dessinée, like most Japanese manga is like inspired by French comics. So I'm really hoping this is going to like open up the floodgates for more bone dessinée adaptations. I haven't read too much of them, but there's one called like Undertaker.
Wait,
it's a Western comic.
Do you know? Can you elaborate?
Valerian is also one as well.
Oh yeah, Valerian. That one also bombed though.
Yep.
And the Fifth Element's heavily inspired by bande dessinée
Can you educate
comics.
me a little bit more about this? Do you know a lot? Like, tell me more about this. So the line, the sentence, Japanese manga is heavily inspired off of French anime comics. That's enticing. I want to hear. I want to learn more.
Akira's heavily based off of Blade Runner, which is based off French comics.
Should we do a whole podcast? Do you want to do a deep dive? Should we just?
We should all read The Killer and see how it compares to the movie. I'm pretty sure we're gonna love the comic a lot more than the movie.
Well, I would love taking a shit a lot more than the movie. If we're being honest.
Damn, Major.
Well, one doesn't take 2 hours.
Yeah, but hopefully
and I get the same result.
Because people like hate American comics, and they're doing anime adaptations now, like One Piece. They're doing One Piece right now, and that seems to be successful. So it's like everyone's like shifting away from American comics or superhero comics, and maybe they'll adapt more French and Japanese stuff.
Yeah, well, and a director I really love, who does a lot of these as well, is Luc Besson.
Yep.
Who did Fifth Element and The Professional.
Yep.
He's a guy definitely to look into his library.
He should have directed The Killer. I feel maybe he would have done a better job than David Fincher.
For the record,
been happy.
Zeitgeist Zealots does not advocate you breaking into this man's house and looking at his actual library. That's a metaphor.
Yeah, we don't condone B's and E's.
Yeah, no B's and E's. Just E's.
Or any illegal activity whatsoever, ever.
Well, I don't know about that.
Except for your pirate cap.
You can post, like, it seems like posting memes in certain countries is illegal now. And
pretty much anything in North Korea is illegal.
And England, Ireland, Canada, you can't post certain memes. And this podcast has a staunch pro freedom of meme amendment stance. So we
pro meme.
God damn it! That pun was right there in front of me, and you just nabbed it right up. No, that was so good. Everyone, give him all the claps.
Okay, that's it. Drum.
Oh, that's it.
There we go. Found it.
I found it.
I don't know what we're going to talk about next week. Anyone watching Fargo? Fargo's getting really
weird,
but good.
I was thinking this is an excellent time for us to watch season 2 of The Wheel of Time. Maybe the greatest comebacks to week.
Okay,
no,
I gotta finish season 1.
No.
Let's compromise.
Matt is like, no.
It's
season
so
2
good.
of Wheel of Time, I did watch it. I watched it.
Season 2 is so much better than season 1.
Has anybody seen Monster -1 or whatever it's called on Apple?
Oh, Godzilla.
Godzilla minus Monarch.
Oh, there's good. Monarch on Apple Plus. There's Godzilla -1 in theaters. We didn't cover the Dune 2 trailer or the new House of Dragons trailer.
I forgot. Yeah, House of Dragons.
Hot D. I can't believe we forgot about Hot D.
Hey guys, I want to make one comment about Wheel of Time.
Yeah, go for it.
So I watched season 2 first, right? And I was like, oh, I heard you guys talking about it. I was like, okay, I'll watch it. And I watched season 2 first just because, like, it was like, I don't know, it was there, and watch season 2, okay. And then after season 2, I was like, okay, that's not bad. I don't know what these guys were like, I don't know why you guys didn't like it. And then I put on season 1, and like 5 minutes into the first episode, I like turned it off. I was like, oh. Okay, that's why. I was like, this is horrific.
Yeah.
I don't know if they took like acting classes or like what they did differently. But I was
could not tell you.
Like it's like the difference between Harry Potter 1 and Harry Potter like 4. You know, I was like, this is not the same.
100%. Thank you, Tip. Yes. Praise Jesus. Hallelujah.
I'm talking like there's tears in cinema and all that stuff. This was like
night and day.
It wasn't like it wasn't like like wow, like freaking Game of Thrones wow, but it was like certainly.
This is like you trying to pick up a chick when you're 15 and you trying to pick up a chick when you're 35, right? Like you're the same person, but the skill set somehow has gotten so much better and you have no idea how. Like this is just. I highly recommend it. Maybe, look, I'm going to send a bunch of texts. You guys send us just a bunch of tweets. Zealots podcast on X. And maybe I can convince Forrest to make us watch this. But I got House of Dragons Season 2 official trailer queued up. If you guys want to watch one last trailer before we say goodbye to everyone.
Sure, let's do it.
All right, guys. We're going to end this podcast with a little taste of Hot D Season 2. Now, for some reason, it says I am not the event organizer, the host. So whoever is the host,
I'm not the host either. Well,
maybe Robbie. Everyone, just try to hit play and see what happens.
Major always has the host connection.
I know. I am the host. That's why it's so weird that it's not.
Major always has the dang host connection, and that's why.
Is Robbie even on?
Yeah, it's saying House of Dragons.
Yeah,
I see it on there. I'm hitting replay, but it won't do anything.
Yeah. We can just try next week, I guess. So we're kind of desperate for content, but
damn! I guess everyone's just gonna have to subscribe to the podcast to make sure they don't miss next week's episode while we go over Hot D2, Dune 2, Your Mama 2.
Check our YouTube daily for Major's going to be uploading 20 videos a day.
Here, I can pull it
for the next year.
Yeah, but it's a lot of feet. It's just
No, just kidding.
Okay.
But check our YouTube because Major has
a House of Dragons.
Ton of backlog.
Can you pull it up, Rob? Yeah. Show your activity. Let's watch it real fast.
I can see watch stream.
Let's go to Robbie's watch stream.
All right. Go ahead and play if you want.
Yeah.
Major, I think you should mention your juicy backlog of content.
Oh, dude, do we have a backlog or what? We're currently in the process of uploading over 120 episodes to YouTube. We got about over 60 right now.
Yeah, have you ever been on a road trip that's like really long and you don't want to stop and so you just like don't poop?
This is the podcast for you.
No, I'm saying we've been on that road trip and we've got a load
of content. Just holding it up for you.
And Major's about to chug the prune juice.
We're gonna unleash it all with a new intro song too, hopefully. So this looks
that Tip Rayburn has promised to record.
Yeah, looks like
live on television.
More dragons. Just shits all over. Dragon just shits all over the nights.
I mean, like
that'd been a great way to end the trailer.
This looks better. Actually, yes, dropping shits would have been totally JRRM. Because no, it wouldn't.
Hopefully, there's more action.
George R. Martin never drops anything, does he?
Yeah, I wasn't blown away by the first season either, but well, hopefully this will be something to watch next summer, and a lot of good content coming out next year. Nothing for the rest of the year. I think Halo's the next thing. Halo's the next big thing, right?
No, what if? What if is what we're watching next, and then Halo next year.
Wait. There's something coming out in January. I forget. I think it's going to be
Invincible. Echo.
Yeah.
Yeah, because no one's watching it. It's just going to be a silent big.
It looked pretty good.
Oh, that's M-rated. No, we're watching that. That's going to be. Hold on. That
could be good.
Forrest, bro.
It could be good.
You're not falling for this. A year into Phase 5, you're not falling for it. It looks good. You can't possibly be.
It looks very non-Phase 5 to me.
It does.
Like,
it no does,
CGI.
but
there's no CGI.
I can't believe it. I'll believe when I see it.
It's very violent. All right, really no humor in the trailer at all. So that's very non-Marvel. So they're kind of just it's going to go more for Netflix Marvel than MCU Marvel. But we'll try to think of something to watch next week if y'all want to keep on listening to us. And that's our show. And Major already plugged our social media.
Zealots podcast on X.
Zealots.
Zealots podcast on X, and we are updating our back catalog on YouTube as my newborn baby allows it.
Hey, Major, how many Zealots do we have?
5 on this fucking episode right now, motherfucker, and then 1 million more at home listening.
Our fans are called Zeitgeist Zealots.
I think they're just called. Oh no, we're just gonna call them Zealots.
Wait, should we offer like discounted tattoos for our fans or something?
We should. If you guys get a Zeitgeist Zealots tattoo,
look, we will pay for 10% of your next Zeitgeist Zealot tattoo.
Okay, maybe. But we need to get that in writing. we need to get a lawyer.
Right. Yeah, we need to get a lawyer.
Just the biggest back tattoo of all time.
Yeah,
just like a $300,000 tattoo, full body.
Just a tattoo Major's face all over their back, like Steve-O's tattoo in Jackass 2. Yeah, just
that'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude.
All right. Well, that's our show, everyone.
Thanks for listening, guys. We really appreciate it.
Yeah. I'm Forrest.
Major.
Now I'm Robbie.
Nerd.
And I'm Tip.
Thanks for listening. Bye.